Oh, it's difficult. It's hard times. You hear that dog barking? The dog's barking all around. I tell you, I try to come out in the backyard. We come out, we try to do some work, and when we're on this side of the yard, the dog is barking in our neighbor's yard over and over. And it's hard to concentrate. It's hard to do anything. If you hear that barking in the back, it's very annoying. It's very upsetting. And so I've done a number of things to try to remedy that. I have a sonic dog bark, which is supposed to let out a sonic noise to dogs to train them not to bark. I've tried to be friends with the dog. I've tried to yell at the dog, and nothing seems to work. The dog just seems to keep on barking when we're outside. I know the dog's protecting its territory, but my yard is not the dog's territory. And just a little promo, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and share this video with somebody right now. Would you please? Thanks. I'm outside, I'm trying to do work, I'm trying to enjoy the day, and the dog is constantly barking. There she goes again. Do you hear it now? On, and I just get so distracted by it, and I think to myself, that's an object lesson, because sometimes in our own lives we have those noises that constantly come into our brain, the events and the distractions that we have that tend to annoy us and distract us from doing the things that we really want to do in life. Maybe it's some struggle that you've had in the past, some past failure. Maybe it's a challenge at your work or a relationship that is struggling right now. As you look to the future, maybe there is some stress that's going on. And like that barking dog, it can be unnerving, it can be annoying, it can be distracting and preventing you from really enjoying life and getting what you need to get done in life. And if that's the case, I have decided with this dog, though I use it as an illustration, to ignore the dog, even with that noise, even with the barking going on, to realize that I need to garner up my mind. I need to decide what I'm going to focus on and continue to enjoy the afternoon, enjoy outside, even with that noise going on. And I think the same thing is true in our spiritual lives. With all the struggles that we have, the issues that we face, disappointments from the past, they can be like a barking dog that's always there, always distracting, always annoying, that we feel we can never move on with life and get past it. And I think about a verse that Paul writes in Philippians 4 verse 8. He says, whatever is good, whatever is honorable, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is of good repute, whatever is anything of excellence and worthy of praise, set your mind on those things. I think about that. That's an amazing thing. Paul was in prison at the time. And rather than him focusing on being in prison, not know what his future held, he decided, and he encouraged the Philippians to decide what they're going to set their mind on. Not to set their mind on the barking dog and the distractions and all the things that would fill our mind to pull us aside from what we know we need to do and enjoying life. But we need to decide in our minds that we're going to set our mind not on all those noises, not all the distractions, and get frustrated and disappointed with those things, but we're going to begin to set our mind on that which is excellent and pure and lovely. There are so many things in our lives that we can be thankful for. There are so many things in our lives that we can appreciate. So much truth that we know in the Bible, in our relationship with God, that we can set our mind on and focus on. And if you've ever tried to do that, when you start to set your mind and you develop that mental muscle of focus, of deciding what you're going to focus on, and set your mind on those good and excellent and pure things, it does have a dramatic effect on your life. So I'll tell you, like in the backyard, the dogs are going to bark. Those thoughts are going to come in, the disappointments, the frustrations, the challenges, the fears. All those things will crowd into your mind like that barking dog. But you and I need to make a decision about where we're going to set our mind, what we're going to set our mind on. And even with the dog barking, we can still enjoy the day. We can still enjoy our backyard. We can still see all that God wants to do in our lives.